Well, hello everyone. Hi there. Thank you very much for being here this evening. I am back, already starting to be back. Am I live? Yes, I am live. Let's see if I can get myself up to speed. Good. I'm back. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. I've sort of forgotten how to do this streaming malarkey. So here I am giving it my best effort after a little while. 6 minutes ago, that gives me, this is the bit I do remember, gives me just a little bit of time to tell you where I've been, what I've been up to, what's been going on, what's new, what's not new, all that good stuff. The first thing you might notice is a bit of a layout here on the stream. Got myself a lovely, beautiful, nice 34-inch curved wide monitor here in the new pain cave, now that I'm living down here in Lymington. The last time I raced in anger was back in February, and it was an appalling effort. And that was largely because we think, my wife and I think, the house we were in at the time was basically just causing us some serious health issues. But we are, I think, in a much better property now, and doing much better. There's no mould, it's fresh, it's clean, it's new, it's beautiful, and we're happy. So long may that continue. I've just realised for the first time as well that this stream is kind of doing weird things, isn't it, in terms of the background. So stretch it out a little bit more and give you a bit more of a canvas. Here we go. So yeah, we're now down in Lymington in the New Forest. It's a beautiful part of the New Forest. I mean, where we lived before was beautiful, but it is even more beautiful here. It has to be said. Absolutely love it. We're down by the sea, having a jolly good time of it, and yeah, very good. New pain cave is set up. As you can see, I'm here now. It's been a long time coming, but it has meant all this extra effort and work and stuff to get set up has meant that I have not been able to ride as much. I've done a few rides out on the road, but I've not really done as much riding as I really want to. So this beautiful summer that we've started to have, I'm yet to grasp it, yet to make the most of it. Let's jump into the pen, shall we? So I've done no racing since February, like I say, so I don't know what to expect from this one this evening, so wish me luck. Hopefully, I'll do something that's at least mildly entertaining for you guys who have joined the stream. Really have forgotten how to do all of this. Right, so today let's talk about what we've got in store, shall we? Jump into browser. So we're doing stage 1 of the 4x4 series here on Zwift. I'm doing the lower racing score, because I think my racing score is something like 455 at the moment. Such is life. That's the pain that you suffer when you don't ride for as long as I haven't. But we've got 23k in store, 183 meters climbing, gonna be looking good. A fairly flattish stage, although when you look at the Velo Viewer profile, it does show a fair few bumps. I can see 2 steepish climbs, one at 7k, one at 8.5ish k. A few shorter bumps, one at 1.5, one at 3, and of course we're going to do that twice. And there's a bit of a drag side at 4.5. So, not flat enough to call it a flat stage, but not mountain enough to call it a mountain stage. This would have been a course that would have favoured someone like me, had I had some form of fitness. Now, I may very well be okay for the first lap, but let's see how I do on the second. So here's what I'm saying. I haven't raced in such a long time. My last race in anger was the Zwift Games Kazi Kicker back on the 16th of February. But even before then, I hadn't raced until, or since rather, the 14th of January. And yeah, I was doing okay for a while. Then I had a couple of kind of dodgy weeks, and I really do think that the mould that we were experiencing in the old house was an absolute killer. It was horrible, absolutely horrible. So here we go. Yeah, so I think we had mould in the old house, is what we deducted, or deduced rather. It's such a kind of low-lying mould that it wasn't obvious, like we didn't see it on any of the walls, but we had mould at one point, did some mould test kits, detected some pretty gross mould. And then when we moved out, we started redecorating the rental to get it in good order. It became apparent to actually there's a fair bit of mould. So, very glad to be out. I think most people, to be honest with you, especially if you weren't active, probably wouldn't have even known about the mould, because the sort of way that it was affecting me in particular was just tiredness, lethargy. I was asking myself all sorts of questions about whether it was testosterone or estrogen related and that sort of stuff, because I'm getting to close to 40 now, all those sorts of things start kicking in. But no, I think it was the mould, because as soon as we moved out, I felt a lot better. And then a few weeks later, like now, I can breathe deep. I can breathe hard. And we're about to find out just how deep and how hard I can breathe, because I'm about to do a first race in a while. So let's see how it goes. I managed to do okay with the weight. I did have a few weeks where I was getting a bit crazy at work, doing a lot of hours right in the peak of the house move. So I did have a few weeks where I went off the rails with regards to food and stuff, eating at late hours and long foods and takeaways, because I was in the office till crazy o'clock with friends and colleagues, but I'm here now. Right, got a minute to go. I'm going to turn source on. Let's restart source for Zwift. Let's turn my fans on, switch into race mode. Let's get ready. That's all the fans I've got. Pretty happy. This new pain cave is a lot warmer than the previous one. That isn't always a good thing, is it? Being warmer. Oh, not even clipped in. Right, 15 seconds. Are we ready to go? Here we go. Gonna race smart. Heart rate's already very high. Very sorry to everyone in the live chat. Well, I've not even addressed yet. A bit rusty at the streaming business. Elliot Ward Freedom. Oh yes. I thought he'd quit. Made my day, my week, my month. Cheers, man. Appreciate it. No, I haven't quit. It's just been a busy man. And Josh Woolner. So see you there. I'll be in A-Pen. Not me today. Josh, no way I can do A-Pen right now. Heart rate is way too high for this really low effort. I say low effort, I mean low relative to what I could do previously. Definitely the heart rate's about right for where I am fitness wise. Elliot Ward Freedom, my dons. Thanks, man. Oh yeah, so don't worry about stats, my man. No, I'm not. I'm very much using this as a kind of seeing where I'm at kind of race. If I manage to achieve anything, then kudos to me. If I can finish, not last, I'd be happy with that. Mentally very, very charged for this one. That's not often the problem I have. Usually it's trying to get the legs to match what my mind wants to do. The Edet out in first place, doing well. Good for him. Or her. Well done to them. Not many chance for recovery here. Gonna let these guys drag me up this little bump. Gonna save this power up. Elliot Ward, you are so positive, my man. Thank you. I always say how I'm gonna race smart and save my matches, but I always fail at that. Today, if I stand any chance of being competitive, even mildly, I've got to deploy all my Zwift racecraft. Gonna stay in the draft as much as I can here. want to talk more, but sorry, can't. Elliot Ward says there's a few off the back, not coming in last, my man. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that, although there is a chance it can still blow up completely. Really pleased with when and where I use that draft power up. I'm going to try and get the heart rate down a bit more, because it's going to spike on this next climb. Even in my peak, my heart rate was always a little bit higher, on account of me doing a lot of lifting and not a lot of 3, 4, 5 hour rides. Hoping to change that this summer. Increase my floor a little bit. Come on, light ray, down you come. Could have used that a bit earlier. Or held on to it. Oh, I can't hold it. Come on, Simon. Come on. done. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Come on. 1.6k, 1 mile, come on. Oh, the leading packer. Way ahead. I haven't got to worry about those though. Elliot Ward says 11th at worst. Yeah, too right. I can't even speak. Hang on a sec. All right, okay. That was tough going. Very proud of that. Although the power numbers are terrible. 2.8 watts per kilo. Let's have a little talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, the good, the bad, and the ugly. How did I do? Well, we'll start with the ugly first, I think. And then go to the bad and then go to the good, because it's always nice to finish on a positive note, right? Let's close this down so you can see the details on the screen. So, the ugly. Yeah, the ugly things. So the power numbers are pretty poor, aren't they, really? Let's be honest. They're not good enough. 2.8 watts per kilo average for the 35 minutes. Shocking, absolutely shocking. I wouldn't even do that, you know, it's sort of a zone 2 ride really, usually, when I'm well trained and feeling good, but that's pretty shocking. Yes, I'm carrying some extra timber, some extra weight, but I really should have been able to sustain a lot more power than that. That said, let's talk about the bad. I race okay, not great, so not good enough to be the good item that I'm going to talk about. but pretty pleased to have stayed in the group, conserve power, ridden to a kind of more comfortable pace for where I'm at the moment. But bad, I'll drop that front group. Would have been nice to have held on to the front sort of 6 or so and not have been spat, but I just couldn't hold on. If I had, I would have been probably maybe 6th or 7th, but I did give all I could give in terms of the good. On the same token, I actually think my racecraft was pretty decent. When that front group did start going away, I sort of recognised that I wasn't quite there in terms of, I haven't really been doing this kind of intensity for a while now, so if I had gone a little bit earlier, there's every chance I could have completely blown up and maybe even finished lower down. So flip of a coin there. It could have been great, could have been awful. So I'm pleased to have, I wouldn't say being conservative, but to have deployed a little bit of wisdom and not gone too hard and potentially risk it all. So my good is that I think my racecraft was pretty decent, not too bad. All in all, pleased to have had the mental kind of grit and fortitude to hang on. There was one point where I said out loud, even on the stream, "Oh, I'm done." I kind of just shook it off and thought, no, I'm not, and I'm so glad. And I think Elliot, you said the same thing. You said you'll be so proud of yourself if you get to the end. What did you say? Yeah, you said yeah, you'll be so proud of yourself if you just keep going. You are spot on, mate. I'm so proud that I just hung on in there, because it feels a lot better to finish top 10 in the top 50% of the race than it does to have quit the race. So spot on there. Thank you very much for your kind words during the stream. Thank you for that matter for just bombarding the stream with comments as well. Like, it genuinely was keeping me going, like reading them, like when you said it's 5k to go and halfway there, and things like that really did kind of G me up and spur me on. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. All right, well, let's plant that flag in the ground. I'm back, YouTube. I'm back, Zwifters. I'm back in Watopia, racing around, having a good time. I may not be very quick. I may not be very entertaining right now, and I apologise for that. But if you are where I am and that you're rebuilding after an injury or a sickness or life or whatever has got in the way and has destroyed your fitness, then come join me. Follow me, like and subscribe down below, and you'll get to see me hopefully make my way back up to the sharp end of Cat A races and restore that Zwifter racing score back up to the 700 and 800s where it used to be. It's going to be a long summer. Tomorrow, a couple of hours out on the road, and then I will have a look at the diary and see what streams I can do next week. Thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks very much to Elliot Ward and for Josh for the comments in the live stream. And if you're watching back after the fact, I appreciate you coming back here as well. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, peace and good vibes to you. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.